President Jacob Zuma coming for his tour of the IEC. You can see he's being flanked by a media scramble to get a shot of the president walking around. And as Devin was saying, this does, of course, come on the back of strong sentiment that we heard on Sunday at the party's final rally, which kicked off at Ellis Park, obviously in the final countdown to the local elections, which start tomorrow in those in the votes. And the ANC more confident, I would say, than when it battled to fill a stadium in Port Elizabeth at their election manifesto launch. And of course, after the polls close on Wednesday, all eyes will be on the results, particularly in the big cities where opposition parties have vowed to take control from the ANC, especially in Tshwane, Nelson Mandela Bay, and Johannesburg. So we are getting a good shot here of the president at the IEC.
All right, and as we saw earlier with the EFF leader, IEC officials basically doing the roundabout with the leader, the president of the ANC, Jacob Zuma, and just outlining the processes as these next 2 or 3 days unfold in terms of what mechanisms will be in place when those results do flow in. A lot of media interest as expected. And there you go, the president of the ANC, Jacob Zuma, with those IEC officials pointing to, I suppose, all the machinery and the processes that will unfold as the votes start rolling in.
Now, we have been seeing a lot of the president in the build-up to the elections doing a lot of door-to-door campaigns that have been happening in the past weeks, which basically allows the ANC to hear what it can do better. So it'll be interesting to see what the president is getting to hear now from the IEC officials. And we've just seen, of course, the Deputy President casting his special vote as we count down the last few hours of special voting before the polls open nationwide tomorrow.
All right, so there you go. The President Jacob Zuma doing some greetings of IEC officials, probably operations people as well, on the ground, doing exactly what was done earlier with the EFF leader, the IEC officials pointing out the mechanisms that will underplay itself or play out as the results start streaming in to the election centre. Now, President Jacob Zuma comes fresh out of that big rally on Sunday where he gave his party's stance on corruption, saying that they hope to curb it, they hope to take it out completely, also vowing that they will deploy only professional and competent people in those municipalities. He made a point of saying that the ANC officials have always been the party that went to the ground, to the electorate. And of course, it also comes in the midst of that controversy with the DA using the picture of Nelson Mandela. And the president quite vocal about the fact that the former president belongs with the ANC. So that walkabout continues now as the president is flanked by IEC officials.
And Devin, you speak about coming fresh out of that rally. He also spoke a lot on what the ANC has done, and he will be passing. The president will be passing our studio, our little booth now. So we're getting quite a nice shot as he walks past and takes a look at all the IEC officials that are working tirelessly to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And with the president, we can see Glenn Mashinini there, and some of our journalists and our people responsible for all of our social media, our digital news. They're down there making sure that they get some good shots, something to put up on our SABC website with all our election coverage. So, of course, you can go up and have a look. I'm sure this is live streaming. But speaking about that rally, the president spoke about households, and that the ANC has done exceptionally well in the running of the city of Johannesburg, and that the city's received many international accolades for the good work that they've done to transform the city. So he said that they've provided millions of homes. So really he used that rally to sort of solidify the good work that the ANC has done since 1994.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the ruling party. You can always have something tangible to actually measure by. And I think the ANC has been pushing this, that they have made progress on a number of fronts, on housing, on electricity, and basically, you know, poor people being lifted out of poverty. That's the difference between the ANC and the other parties, in that they have those tangible measures that they can use to...
Well, especially for a party like the EFF, who hasn't, this is their first local election.
Yeah, that component is missing with the EFF. So, the President Jacob Zuma has, it looks like he's completed the tour of the IEC Centre. He's moving upstairs now, and we're not quite sure whether or not he'll address the media, but I think that's pretty much it for the President's tour of the IEC, doing a roundabout to check out what is likely to unfold at this Results Centre over the next few days.